Hello everyone, and welcome to another video, and welcome to a new episode of Viewers Go Scambaiting, a scam story sent to me by a viewer. If you do any scam baiting and you don't have your own channel, but you'd like me to make a video, please contact me at keepsafeonthenet@gmail.com. The address is on the screen and in the description box below the video. My viewer started by saying, a tale of three scammers, Eric or Harley, plus his son, Williams, and the psychic pastor, Mark. I've edited it down, she helpfully said. Way back in September, I was contacted by this lad. Here he is, and here's his profile. Despite being barely out of his teens, my viewer said, Riker Milo claimed to live in Kabul, Afghanistan, and was the senior head orthopaedic surgeon medical doctor at the UN base in Afghanistan at United Nations. Anyone who has a teenager knows that they often go through a phase of eschewing consonants, using only vowels to create a long-winded teenage mumble. So this senior orthopaedic surgeon medical doctor at UN base in Afghanistan at the United Nations left the following garble.
Good evening. How are you? So I'll be fine. Oh, Sirot, how are you? My name is Joseph. What is your name? Can't tell me no me and you're talking. So I like the way you write it. You send me your money. I like your money. So they send me money given to me. You send me, I'll come your place.
I can't understand a word you're saying. Could you please speak up? I don't understand what you're saying. You say you're an orthopedic surgeon. Are you? Could you tell me whereabouts you work, in what field of medicine? Thank you.
You help me money, you see what you help money. So that I remember you to me and take your friend's life with my friend for you. That is the truth. I like you, me and we take friends. So that if you like me, pay me your money, I'll come. You will give me your money, I'll come to your place. Why?
Okay, I cannot understand what you are saying. This is what you sound like to me. I cannot understand what you're saying. You will have to speak up, or I can't understand what you're saying. It just sounds like you are... You have to speak up and make yourself understood. Thank you.
The only words I could make out, my viewer added in that mumbled pudding, was money, and I like money. Also, I was channeling Lola's French relative, Lorelei. Then, a few days later, I was contacted by orderly Bobby, who swiftly changed his name to Harley. I'll call him Harley. Harley contacted me on the 13th of September. Nice meeting you. What's your name? And where are you from? I'm not even going to try and do a French accent, but to make my viewer sound a bit different from Harley, I'm going to channel Annie. Who are you? Your Facebook profile says you're Milo Riker, but your message mentions the name Joseph. No, I'm just Harley. Talk to me. I ignored him, said my viewer. Are you there? This is me. And he posted a picture of a man brandishing a chainsaw. He resembled an evil Santa. I'm not quite sure that's how I would describe him. Well, not the evil bit, but anyway. Why are you sending a photo of a man with a chainsaw? It looks threatening and horrible, said my viewer. No, I'm trying to tell you. I'm Harley, if you say so. Thank you for trusting me. Who said I trusted you? Where are you from? I live in London. I work in the media. I have twin boys. For reasons I do not wish to go into, I have a French accent. Please pardon the West Country accent. I simply can't do a French one. Sorry about that. I'm also from Canada, and I have only one son, Williams. He's 17 years now. What do you do, apart from brandish chainsaws? Harley, said my viewer, got stuck right in. I lost my job because of some issue in my company, so I'm jobless now. I've been sleeping under the trailer with my son since I lost my job, said our orthopaedic surgeon. Oh dear, what was your job? OK, in my company we paint house for people, and on my own I used to sell chainsaw, but when I lost my job I have to sell all the chainsaw to have some money and take care of my son Williams, but the house that we stay, the house rent is due, so we have to pay another money, and there's no money again because I lost my job. Truly tragic, said my deeply sympathetic viewer. Yes, honey, it's so sad to me too. You'll have to get another job. Don't cry because of me, honey. I have to move on with my life like that, because I nothing to do. Who said I was crying? How will I get another job? I've been suffer with my son since 2020. No, you don't know, you could go to McDonald's and get a job. OK, I can't find a job now, because there's no money. My son Williams is not going to school, because there's no money. You're able-bodied, your son's able-bodied, go and earn some money. How will I earn some money when I don't even have small money, like $150, to use and earn some? Even me one daughter is die because of this issue of no money. And he attached, said my viewer, a photo of an ice skater. Did she fall and crack her head on the ice? Asked my viewer. Yes, that was before. Before what? She's my daughter. Tomorrow will make it 2 months when she die, and my wife. What happened to your wife? Let me guess. Cancer or car crash? My wife died of leukemia cancer, and I have just one son and one daughter, William, soon to be 17 years old. You said your daughter was dead. At this point, said my viewer, Harley decided to add Williams, his son, or gender-fluid daughter, into the conversation. Hello, Ma! I'm William. Ma. What? So is this how it works? I ask you a tricky question, you immediately become a different person. May I know your name, Ma? And I'm William Harley, not Harley. OK, so are you the son of Harley? Yes, Ma. Can I have a picture of the beautiful person I'm talking to? If only you don't mind, Ma. Sorry, I know I don't have to ask your pics. Can you just send me, Ma? No, said my viewer. I'm 17 years now. Stop calling me Ma, I'm not your mother. I have to call you Ma because you're my senior, and my father told me to respect who is my senior. So if you don't want me to call Ma, I have to tell my father first. My father didn't have money to send me and go to school. Canada has one of the best school systems in the world, and your father told me you're Canadian. Yes, but I don't go to school because there's no money. Can I ask you for help, Ma? No, you can't. Harley, said my viewer, and son of Harley, i.e. the same Harley, disappeared for a few days, then reappeared 10 days later with a new drama. Yana, can you help me? I receive a call now that Williams had a car accident, that he was rushed to the hospital. Williams gave me $100 yesterday, and the doctor told me that the money to treat Williams is $150. So can you help me with $50, please? Don't let Williams die now. He's the one taking care of me. Canada healthcare is free at the point of use, said my viewer. He'll be fine. Yes, but the doctor told me that I need to bring $150, and I have only $100, so that's why I ask you for help. Please. OK, send me the hospital bill. I don't have it now until I pay the money finish. Please, Williams is suffering in the hospital now, please. Help me, I'm begging you. Because you don't know how painful. Now I know I'm poor, but my only son can't die like this, and I'll be looking. Please help me. This is the address. He sent her an address in New York. And here is the street view, added my viewer. You said you were in Canada, said my viewer. Will you help me, please? You said Williams was in a car crash, right? Yes. So why is it the Audubon in New York? It's not a centre for emergency treatment. It doesn't do primary emergency care. That's where I rushed him to. Please help me. So your son was in a car accident in Canada and you rushed him to a New York doctor's office. Did you have a big bowl of stupid for breakfast? OK, if you can't help me with $100, can you help me with just $50? Which I'm quite sure is what he'd asked for before. I carried on ignoring him, and Harley, said my viewer, the mature chainsaw-owning man, had a tantrum. OK, I know you'll never help me, so don't waste my time if you can't help me. It's because you don't know the pain, that is why you're telling me I'm lying. Would you help someone who constantly told lies? Asked my viewer. You think I'm lying. Can you just do me this help, and I won't ask for another one? Okay, if you can't help me with $150, would you help me with 100? I'll swear this is going up. Please! All the effort you put into whining and begging from a stranger, you could put into getting an actual job. You could be a brilliant salesman. Honestly, people buy anything you were selling just to get you to go away. More silence, said my viewer. And then Harley got back in touch. From the Emerald Isle. Okay, I'm in Dublin, he said. Well, because he had a copy and paste paragraph and he needed to use it. I'm an exciting, thoughtful and compassionate man with a strong passion for life. I'm optimistic and warm and see every day as a new beginning to life. I think we've heard that one a few times, ladies and gentlemen. Good for you, said my viewer. And you know this next one, ladies and gentlemen. I have been through a lot as a man, and have conquered much opposition in life as well, and would love to meet someone who will understand how being hurt feels, and would love to find an honest relationship. I want the love that's been locked in my heart for so long to be unlocked by that special lady. Now, said my viewer, I know that Annie has been doing this a lot longer, but even so, I recognise the above romantic piffle from the scammers who contacted me, so I looked that paragraph up, and she put it into Google. And, of course, Google found it straight away. So I presume you've gotten over your dead wife, dead daughter and seriously ill son, said my viewer. No, some of my relatives are there in Dublin. They are the one that helped me to book the visa. So you have Irish relatives? Yes. Where are they from? Ballybogville or Bigorra town? So many Irish emigrated to one of those two places. Bigorra, he said. And for those of you that are wondering, as far as I'm aware, Bigorra is an Irish expression of surprise. If I have any Irish viewers on here, perhaps you could just let us know. I am an optimist who believes that everything happens for a good reason, and you never know what destiny, and I'll tell you, I'm eating breakfast and I read that as dentistry. You never know what destiny has for you and someone together. I'm looking for a lady who's ready for a serious relationship that can lead to marriage, a sincere, honest, caring, understanding and loving lady to spend the rest of my life with. I don't think I want a grown man who's done nothing but whinge and beg me for money. Why'd you say that? So she quoted, Williams gave me $100 yesterday, and the doctor told me that the money to treat Williams is $150. So can me help me with $50, please? Don't let Williams die now. He's the one taking care of me. I reminded him of his endless whining for money. Those are the past. Let us focus on the future. Shouldn't you be thinking of your son? He will be very happy. How long have you been single without a husband? I'm divorced. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you feel lonely sometimes? No, I have good friends. Why do so many men assume that a woman on her own is lonely? It's the men who get lonely without a woman and project their own neediness onto her. Harley, added my viewer, considered this conundrum, and 2 days later moved on to safer ground. So, he said, with a bit of the old copy and paste, what are your hobbies? I have to say, I like this hobby. Painting radiators with ancient Aztec symbols. You? Sounds interesting. My hobbies are swimming, playing games and watching movies. So, do you love flowers? I prefer weeds, said my viewer. Wow! That's nice. So what do you do for fun in your free time? I like to reorganise garden sheds with my eyes closed. So, what are you most attracted to in another person? Honesty and intelligence. I think you might be out of luck there, dear. He said. What makes you laugh the most? Oh, people like you, pal. I wish to make you laugh. See, I was right. Your endless whining for money makes me laugh. You just insulted me, said our hurt scammer. So, was that a reason to insult me? I asked for your help. Was that a crime? You were also telling me endless lies. I never lied to you, I swear, and I like you. That's why I love texting you. What do you want from me? Asked my viewer. Nothing but love. I've liked you ever since the day we met. So 1 minute you want money and now you want love. No, I asked you money then because I needed it. You don't know anything about me. You're a grown man. Why should I give you money? I'm a single parent. Are you there, honey? Cooking supper for my boys. Okay, I love you, honey. Are you done cooking? I'm having dinner with my sons. Can you help me get $100 Steam card tomorrow? No, my viewer explained. So at this point, Harley claimed his wife was dead, his ice skating champion daughter had died, and his son was in hospital. Nothing had worked, and it was slightly earlier on that same day that I was contacted by psychic Pastor Mark as well. Hello, I'm Pastor Mark. If you don't mind, can I know your name? Hello, Pastor Mark. Have you come to save my soul? My name is Yana. Nice meeting you. God, show me the way that will make your life to be better. Are you psychic? My granny was known as the Witch of Connemara. If you annoyed her, you'd end up with a nasty case of the runs. You have 2 twins. Is it true? Asked the pastor. Yeah, I have 2 twins as opposed to 3 twins. Your twins is 17 years? Am I right? Mrs. Yana, did you believe in God? No, replied my viewer. If you believe in God, let us pray now. I don't believe in God. You may have second sight, but your first sight and hearing skills are very bad. Close your eye, he instructed. I have 2 eyes. Do I have to close both of them? This is the prayer point. You will say, Jesus, send me helper that will help me this year. That's even more unintelligible than some parts of Deuteronomy. As I was praying now, God, show me something miracle in your life. Should I tell you? Or not? A miracle, yeah, show me a miracle. There is one man called Harley Eric. Is it true? I really do need breakfast, because I read that as celeriac. Yeah, but he's not a miracle. He's a scammer. Did you like the man? Or not? Asked the pastor. Well, he's got all the charisma of a VAT return. He keeps begging for money, and he's an idiot. So on balance, I'd say no. No, you mind think he's the scammer, but he is the one God told me that will help you this year. Oh, really? So how is this prince among men going to help me? Can you marry the man? Because God told me that if you marry the man, your life will change. You won't suffer from anything again. He did not have money now, but he will have tomorrow. Yeah, probably my viewers. God is a really bad matchmaker, said my viewer. You think he's a broke man, but God said you have to marry him if you want your life to be better. When you 2 marry each other, you will think that it is not Eric that used to beg you money, it's the one that has money now. What? My life's fine, thank you. Don't want to be saddled with some lazy pillock, and I can earn my own money. Why did you talk like that? Said our offended pastor. My witchy instinct, said my viewer, adding, Pastor Mark disappeared, and a few days later Harley came back with yet another medical issue. Hello. Did you see me? That I did not come and text you, since it's because I'm not feeling well. I'm at the hospital since. And he showed me a picture of a hospital bed, added my viewer, and he sent her a stock photo of a hospital bed. Oh dear, what's wrong with you? Have you become invisible? I'm not feeling okay. I've been diagnosed with diabetes. I have a friend with diabetes. Don't worry, you can live a perfectly normal life, said my viewer. Yeah, but I have to take treatment, said Harley. Yeah, you'll need insulin. Don't worry, the doctors will provide it. Honey! You know I don't have money to treat myself. You told me you had retired and got $1,200 a month. But I told you I'd just start the work. 2 days starting the work. That's when I went to the hospital. Then you'll have to wait till you're paid. Do you want me to die? If it stops you nagging me for money. So you don't like me at all. When did I say I liked you? I just missed the time when someone is waiting for me to wake up, getting mad when I go. Home late, waiting for my text. Always looking for me. Always asking where I am. In short, I miss being loved by someone, he said, copying some kind of random poem that he'd found online. Well, if you want to be loved, stop nagging on and on and on like a small boy. Why, I'm nagging up it because of the issue that happened to me. It not my power, I have forced myself, but I think I don't have hope again. Can you see now? Williams is there surfing. I'm also here surfing, but I can't do anything. For anyone who's forgotten, Harley's son Williams, added my viewer, was recently in a terrible accident in Canada, although he was sent to a hospital in New York. No, I don't know either, she added. He now appears to have made a miraculous recovery. Glad to see that Williams is back from death's door and is well again. And then, said my viewer, Pastor Mark suddenly appeared again. Hello, Mrs. Yarner. Can you believe that since the day I have tell you that Eric is not a scammer, I can't sleep well. I started dreaming that Mr. Eric is not feeling fine. He might not tell me, because he know if he asks for your help, you will not help him. Wow, said my viewer, you really can see into the future. I'm celebrating my 70 years birthday. What did you think you can give me for my birthday? Asked the pastor. What about a prayer? What about you help me with some amount of money to celebrate my birthday? You can still pray for me, okay? Did Eric tell you what happened to him? In long and tedious detail. And is he Eric or Harley? Did he ask for help? Asked the pastor. He whinged for money, as he always does. He has a job, but expects me to send him money. Would you help him or not? Okay, if you can help him for once, just help him. Look, that if you help him, God will do for you back. Hey, Pastor Mark, do you work at a church? I always travel from one place to another, and I don't work, he said. If you're so worried about Eric, then get your unfortunate congregation to donate money for him. I told you, I don't work, and don't insult pastor like me again, because God mind be angry with you. I will risk it, said my viewer. Send me your number. Why would I do that? Let's chat on WhatsApp. Why? Is it bad to chat on WhatsApp? No, it's not bad to chat, but you don't want to chat. All you want is to nag, bully and whinge for a free handout. Cheer up, God will provide. Okay, I won't do that again. Send me your WhatsApp number. No. Okay, can you send me the number? What part of the word no don't you understand? Please! I thought you were a man of God. Where does it say in the Bible, thou shalt whine like an idiot to random women for money? Pastor Mark, my viewer said, disappeared. And then Eric, or Harley, decided to play his final card. Honey, I'm dead. Sorry. I receive a call now that Williams is dead. That he's not feeling okay, but he doesn't want to call me because he know I will be worried about him. And now I receive call that he's dead. My life is finished. I also receive call that I lose my job. I only asked for 3 days to be off, but now I'm using 4 days. My life is finished. So your ice skating daughter is dead, you have diabetes, your son is dead, and you've also lost your job. Yes, honey, I'm done for. To which my viewer replied, bummer. I was suffering from liver cancer, but he kept it from me. You mean he was suffering from liver cancer? Believe me, the doctor saw it, but Williams told the doctor not to allow me to see it, because I will be worried about him. My life is ruined. Oh dear, to lose your wife is bad luck, but to lose your ice skating daughter and son as well is carelessness.
To lose one parent, Mr. Worthing, may be regarded as a misfortune. To lose both looks like carelessness.
I wish I knew. I would have taken a loan for the treatment. Look on the bright side, you can still take out a loan for his funeral instead. You know I lost my job, so if I take a loan, how will I pay it back? Honey, what will I do now my life is finished? Where are you now? I'm back in Canada now. And where is Williams's body? In nursing home. Honey, what do you think I can do now? Well, you better get on with burying Williams before he starts to go off. Honey, if I don't want a funeral, I still don't have the money for coffin. Canada has loads of open spaces. You could put Williams into a sack, dig a hole and bury him under a tree. Oh my God! This is not good. People will think it was me that killed Williams. Well, you do have a tendency to bore people to death. Dear, it cost $8,500 to do a funeral. That is too much money, and I know I don't have that much money, because I just lost my job. How will I do, baby? I'm finished. $8,500 is the average cost in Canada, but they start at $1,500, and you can pay a small amount over time. We'll get a credit card and pay it off bit by bit. But you know, I don't have money. I'm broke at this moment. How can this happen to me at this time? How did you manage to fly back from Dublin to Canada then? It was my relative who paid the money for the flight. Honey, please, how much can you help me with in this situation? Ask the relative who paid for your flight. And I pray for you that God will not take for your own from you. Emotional blackmail now, what a prince you are. Please, honey, I'm not lying to you. I'm fine, but that's not the one I'm talking now. How will I bury my son? Please, how much can you help me with? Please, I need your help. Please, honey, please. Honey, I received a call from my relative. He sent me $1,000. Please, can you help me with the remaining $500? He told me he and his wife contributed the money. That is the world's smallest violin, said my unsympathetic viewer, sending him the smallest emoji of a violin that she could find. The only money I need now is $500. But how much can you help me with? I must say, if I had to listen to your endless whinging, death would be preferable. Honey, why insult now, please? Honey, will you help me? And I promise that if you help me, I won't ask for another one, or you block me. My viewer sent a yawning emoji. Harley sent lots of praying hands. And I know that if you help me, God will send your helper to you. Honey, are you there? Please, please. Think of my wife that is dead, my daughter that is dead, and my son Williams now is dead. I only ask for $200 can help me with. I think you should hand yourself into the police, said my viewer. Your wife and 2 children are dead in 99% of cases. The husband did it. Why will you talk like that? Why all this insult? If my wife and children die, is it my fault? I know today that you're not a good person to me. If I have I will not waste my time of asking you money. I would have made my way, since is it a bad thing for me to ask you for help? You are insulting me. Boo-hoo, get a dog. Only knowing your track record, it'll probably die too. Hello, I need to talk to you. What do you want now? First, you have to promise me you'll still be my friend and won't block me. Let me guess. You're not really a chainsaw-selling Canadian with a dead family, but a Nigerian teenager. My viewer added, silence. Is that voodoo that I do? Harley came back. I'm not the person I actually say I am. I'm from Nigeria. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a student here in Nigeria. We are suffering due to bad government corruptions, greediness, and so on, he said, coming up with the current scammer explanation for why they scam. As a student, you go to school, get nothing in return. No jobs. Many students graduate and suffer here in Nigeria. You people from other countries don't like texting with us, even if we talk to you with our normal face. So we use other people's pictures in order to get money from you people. If we tell you guys the truth, a request for help, you guys will never help. I'm a student. My parents don't have much. I have no choice but to do the same. Other people do here to get little money from my school and also help myself out. So I just told you the truth, and I'm never going to lie to you again. So if you still wish to be my friend, I'll be happy. But if you don't, it's okay. And then have a nice day. My viewer replied, I know there's a lot of corruption in Nigeria. There's also a cost of living crisis in the UK. The gap between rich and poor has significantly widened. Bills have shot up. People are going hungry here too. I know that because I volunteer at a food bank, and we're seeing more and more families where parents work full-time and can't afford heating and rent. But you people in other countries always look to we Nigerian as trash. You don't talk to us. You haven't paid attention to a word I said. All I hear is your self-pity. We don't think Nigerians are trash, or I certainly don't. It's people like you who give Nigerians a bad name. Anyways, I've been in needed of money for the past few weeks. That was why I kept lying, and lying to you. I've told you the truth now. You can decide for yourself. I have children. I'm a single parent. You'd have scammed every penny from me if you could. You'd have left me destitute and not given it another thought. People take their own lives because of scammers like you. You think Nigeria is the only country in the world where people struggle to pay bills. Look up, look around you, kid. Okay, do you know how many times I've used my pictures to make friends with you people? They always delete my request, or they call me a black man, or they call me a scammer. Can't imagine why they'd call you a scammer. If I'd used my face at the first place to try to talk to you, would you have even bothered to talk to me? Would never. You've spent the last couple of weeks telling a barrage of lies. Then when you run out of stupid stories, you decide to use the Plan B sob story and expect applause and comfort when you want an award for not lying. I bet you've done this before, and when it doesn't work, because you're spectacularly bad at it, you do the sob story and expect forgiveness and pity money. When that doesn't work, you interpret it as racism. It's not racism, it's the other person being angry at your endless lies. No, never! I only asked little money from you. This is my first time doing such a thing. That is part of the Plan B sob story, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I've had anyone that hasn't said that. I asked just $100 from you, because last week I was really in need of money. My mother was sick, and I also have to pay my school fees. That's the trouble with lies. You've told so many that I don't believe your mother being ill story. I'm not lying to you. I just said I wanted to tell you the truth. Why would I lie to you? I just promised not to lie to you, ever again. If you don't believe me, why don't you call a video call? I'm being honest with you right now. No, because you'll try to record the video and use it to scam other people. And you have no intention of showing your face. And I don't want to listen to your self-pitying nonsense. It has nothing to do with you being Nigerian, so don't you dare pull the race card. It's all about you being a lying, brainless idiot who never reads messages or listens. Why are you saying such things? I'm even trying to be honest with you. You are insulting me because I'm being honest. And please, never try to insult me again. I'm not a fool for telling you the truth, and who I am. I didn't say you were a fool, but the only reason you're talking to me now is to get money. If you don't want to talk to me anymore, click on your block button. Never insult me anymore. At which point, said my viewer, Harley sent me some sort of voodoo curse. If anyone could tell me what that's a photograph of, perhaps leave it in the comments. To me, it looks like somebody's dumplings for lunch. To which my viewer replied, how did you get hold of my granny's famous pavlova? And then, added my viewer, Riker Milo, Eric Harley, Williams, Psychic Pastor Mark, disappeared into the ether. I'd like to thank my viewer for sending in this scambait, which is a classic example of a scammer who, when the going became too difficult, decided on one of those fake confessions. And they're all the same, aren't they, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not lying to you anymore. This is the first time I've ever done this. And so on, and so on. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Viewers Go Scambaiting. As I said at the start, if you have any scambaits that you'd like me to turn into a video, please send them to keepsafeonthenet@gmail.com. If you did enjoy this story, and I'm sure you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.